Start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and sincerity. Once again, this is the fellow servant, Yahweh Sop, from the GMS Cleveland camp. Salakia, on, the noise in the background, that's Satan, but, Most High got it raining right now, and I'm trying to do, my video in a shelter, in a bus shelter or whatever. So, hopefully though, Lord willing, this will be edifying. I'm gonna continue in that MacArthur's New Testament commentary. He's going over Matthews 1 and 7. I said I came across this book when going through a testimony. I was in a workhouse, and our workhouse is shut down, and a lot of the books I came across in there, like I said, it got shut down, and the state, Esau, they so fucking wasteful, you know what I mean? Instead of doing a brook drive or whatnot, they just was throwing away brand new shovels, all kinds of, stuff. So anyhow, but I actually got this book from a guy that used to come in there, and he used to, give a word, his name just so happened to be Abraham. He was off on some things, but in a lot of ways he was an entertaining guy to watch, and he had the zeal of the Most High on him. So but that's a lot of jakes. Anyhow, so I'm gonna continue in that lesson, and like I said, it's a decent commentary because it goes into a lot of history. It talks about Antiochus Epiphanes. Just looking at this one page is about to talk about some stuff that all commentaries or most so-called churches aren't gonna go into, but I'm sure it goes off. I already see somewhere where it goes off. So continuing where I left off, it says the gracious king, Salakia, the gracious king. That's the subtitle. It says, even so, from Matthew's genealogy, we learn more than Yahweh's lineage. We also see beautiful reflections of Yahweh's grace. Yahweh was sent by Yahweh of grace to be a king of grace. He would not be a king of law and of iron force, but a king of grace. I believe I read this already, but I'm going to continue. His royal credentials testify of royal grace, and the people who chose to be his ancestors revealed the wonder of grace and give hope to all sinners. Wow, this is Satan for real. The graciousness of the king and of the power who sent him can be seen in the genealogy in 4 places and ways. We look at these in logical rather than chronological order. The grace of Yahweh was seen in the choice of one woman. And to Jacob was born Joseph, the husband of Mary, by whom was born Yahweh Shai, who is called Christ or Mashiach. That's Matthew 1 and 16. Yahweh showed his grace to Mary by choosing her to be the mother of Yahweh Shai. Although descended from the royal line of David, Mary was ordinary, unknown. Salakia, Mary was an ordinary, unknown woman. Salakia, young woman. Contrary to claims of her own immaculate conception, which is some bullshit, we already know. Yahweh Shai wasn't an immaculate conception, and that's the spirit, because Apostle Tahar went into, they get that back from the Greeks, or probably other, traditions and empires, because you gotta remember, Tammuz was supposed to be an immaculate conception. So, her being conceived miraculously in her own mother's womb. But I think that go back to like one of those apocryphal books, not in the actual apocrypha that's in the King James, but in the apocrypha. I think it's like I think they got like a apocryphal book, something about the Testament of Mary or something. Mary is just as much a sinner as other human beings ever born. She was likely much better morally and spiritually. Wow, this is Satan for real.